Courtney wants to see everybody get riled up.
As usual.
Screw your disappointment, Chantel. Let's party. Everybody dance. So are we seeing the robot? Are we seeing the crybaby? Well, what we're seeing from him, I would call that somebody actively drowning. He's like flailing his arms. And I used to be a lifeguard. I just want to like hand him a red float and pull him back to the side of the pool.
It was like, no, Tim, sit down. Just sit down, Tim.
Then we go to Colt. He kind of looked like a Jack in the Box teetering around.
He reminded me of a toddler trying to mimic a dance video on TV or something.
He was from Misfit Island, from the land of misfits in Rudolph.
It made no sense whatsoever. None. And I was just like, okay, you can sit down too. Just go over there and look pretty.
You know what, Courtney? You asked for that.
She did.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
Hey, Channel Surfers. It is Tuesday. It is time for 90-Day Hunt for Love. Sorry that this is coming a little late. I had just like a ADHD diabetic explosion today. Just meh.
It's been a day, but you're better.
I am doing a little bit better. I was like, I'm going to suck it up and we're going to get in here and record. So I went to the bank earlier to do some stuff for my law firm, and I called Dee and I was like, Dee, just pulled into the parking lot. I'm getting an alert on my phone. My blood sugar is unreadably high, which means 400 or more, because earlier I had taken off my insulin pump to charge it, diabetic problems, and then I forgot that I was charging it, ADHD problems. So then I just like a few hours later wandering off to the bank. Oh no. I go in, do my thing, go home. I'm like, I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to lay down until it comes down. So we're at about like 290. And I was like, all right, let's suck it up and do it. By the end of the episode, should be probably in the hundreds. We're trending downwards. Anyway, this is going to be a fun little recording because you're going to see me high and not the best way at all. Like, it's just me being too ultra sweet, and when it drops, sometimes it feels like a little roller coaster. So who knows what we're going to get this episode, except a mess, except a big old coal-sized mess. My goodness.
Yeah. As usual, a lot of WTF moments.
Cole, just go home. Just, can we do this Survivor? Can we have a tribal council and send him off the island?
Let's vote him off.
This is too much. But then again, we wouldn't have the drama without Cole and Elise. So, well, here we are. 90-Day Hunt for Love. We are 6 episodes in. The drama and the tea are hot. 90-Day Hunt for Love. The girl that heard too much. And the girl who talked too much, which is Tiffany. And we will get to that. Just, you know what? Just pretend like you didn't hear it. It's none of your business. It's fine. Just mind your own business. Anyway, 90-Day Hunt for Love. The girl that heard too much. Here we go. So we start out with Cole and Jen drinking some bubbly from last week's date.
Yeah, and Cole is continuing to talk about how jealous he is that Chantel got to kiss her first.
Oh my gosh. Chill out, Cole. She's not your girlfriend. But he does seem to like strong arm her into a kiss this way, making her feel bad that she kissed Chantel. So, you know, can I get a kiss?
That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw that. I was like, way to get a kiss out of her. Let's just make her feel guilty.
Yeah, not because she wants to kiss you, but because you guilt tripped her into it. And she's sitting here thinking that Cole is the better choice because Rob is still married. It's not that he's a better choice. They both can be bad choices.
Yeah.
It's not one or the other. Like, you can just say no to both of them and walk away.
I don't think she can say no. I don't think it's in her vocabulary unless you're Tim. Ruh-roh. I was being generous.
She is ready to take Tim out. I don't know. Tim is a lot more digestible than these other guys.
Cole is there's just something awkward, weird. I don't know. I just get a really bad vibe from him.
Very like controlling and possessive and manipulative.
I see a lot of the manipulating in particular, but in the kiss, boring. Like, I thought that was so boring.
Right. I thought it looked a little bit hot. I mean,
no way. After watching Rob kiss, come on.
Colt kind of reminds me of an ex-boyfriend of mine who, we're not going to say names.
Okay, definitely not.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
So I'm thinking that, he was a good kisser. So that looked like a good kiss. Anyway. Yeah. But the personality.
Yeah. The more we see out of him, the less I like him.
Agreed. Who knows what day it is? Who knows how the storyline is set up? Who knows what has happened up to this point? But this guy has communication issues. He cannot just go and sit down with Jennifer and get a story from her. He wants to get up in everybody else's business that's not his. I digress. We will get to that. We will get to Cole, like, getting up in everyone's business. But anyway, I hope they enjoyed their champagne. I think it would have been great if she just dumped it on him. But, yeah, she just kissed him when he guilted her into it.
Yeah, and continued right on flirting. So that's just Jen.
Well, maybe it's her soulmate. She does like those jealous guys.
Yeah, it does seem to be her pattern. Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a pattern. So now we are going to travel back to Courtney's natural habitat. Apparently it's a college party.
Yeah, she feels right at home.
Right at home. How old is Courtney?
I don't remember. Is it early 30s?
I feel like she's in her mid to late. Hold on, let's look. Okay, so it looks like she was born in 1990. So that would make her 35 now. She was probably a little bit younger. You're probably right. Because when this was filmed, she would have been younger.
Yeah. Well, she's missing the beer pong.
She's missing it from a decade ago. It's okay. It's been a few decades for me, and that's still my natural environment. No, it's not. Just kidding. My natural environment is bed at 9 o'clock.
I'm getting there.
Oh my gosh. I've been there. So, yeah, but, if it's something special, sure. Some beer pong, little bit of flip cup. Do you know anything about beer pong and flip cup?
I think beer pong is probably similar to what we would have called back in my day playing quarters, where you would shoot the quarters into the cup.
Quarters is different. Quarters, you have the cup and you throw the quarter. We played that too. You throw the quarter down and it bounces up into the cup. And if you get it in the cup, then other person has to drink it.
You could choose who would drink it if there was a big group.
So that's different. Beer pong, you line up the cups at one end of the table and then you take the ping pong ball and you throw it and try to get into the cup. And if you get it in the cup, the person on that side drinks the beer.
Oh, okay. So there's no bouncing involved.
No bouncing. Well, you could. You can use whatever strategy you want, but
gotcha.
But it's a ball. And then flip cup. Do you know what flip cup is? So you chug the beer and then you put it on the edge of the table and you flip it. And you want to flip it so it lands on the top, upside down on the table. And the trick to that is make sure the table's a little bit wet with beer because it will stick to it better.
Gotcha. Okay. I learned something new today.
Yes. We can party for the 4th. We got plans now. Just kidding. All right. Anyway, so yeah, college party. Courtney, my babe, she is ready to go. Now, Chantel, she says she's disappointed after her date with Rob because Rob still hung up on Jen. I don't think she's that disappointed.
No, I kind of thought it was a pity date anyway. She felt bad for him because Jen picked Cole.
Absolutely. It was like a friendship date. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We worked really hard for our team. Obviously, we won because of you. Come on. I'm going to give you the date.
Yeah, come on.
Come on over. So, but Courtney wants to see everybody get riled up.
As usual.
Your disappointment, Chantel. Let's party. Everybody dance. So are we seeing the robot? Are we seeing the crybaby? Well, I'm seeing him. I would call that somebody actively drowning. He's like flailing his arms. I used to be a lifeguard. It looks like an active drowning situation. I just want to like hand him a red float and pull him back to the side of the pool.
It was like, no, Tim, sit down. Just sit down,
Maybe he
Tim.
was doing the cicada.
Maybe.
And then we go to Colt. So Colt, I would either call that a Humpty Dumpty or a Jack in the Box. He kind of looked like a Jack in the Box teetering around.
He reminded me of a toddler trying to mimic a dance video on TV or something. Like
He was from Misfit Island, from the land of misfits in Rudolph.
it made no sense whatsoever. None. And I was just like, okay, you can sit down too. I was just watching saying, you can sit down too. Just go
Man.
over there and look pretty.
You know what, Courtney? You asked for that.
She did.
And apparently it worked because Courtney sits down with Colt and starts talking to him. And Colt, he's got that game. The man has game. We have said it from the beginning. Gamer's got game.
He knows how to play, for
He
sure.
knows what he's playing. He knows how to get these girls in. It ain't the first time. But he goes up and he's like, he's just sitting there. Courtney drops, what were you and Usman talking about on the beach? It seemed kind of intense.
Ooh.
He plays it cool, I think, at first.
He didn't throw Usman under the bus, which I thought, oh, he's going to tell her now. And he didn't.
Did.
Not really.
Not immediately, but within a few seconds, he's like, Usman has feelings for you, and he is not happy with me.
Yeah, but he didn't say, how Usman was coming at him and attacking his manhood and all of that stuff. He really was nice about not saying the things he could have made Usman look a lot worse.
Yeah, and from the edit, he didn't. But yeah, he definitely lets her know, Usman, he's mad that I'm talking to you. Also, that we're friends, which Usman, that's kind of coming off a little Cole-ish. It's not a good look. So Courtney, she asks, he got heated because he thought we were more than just friends. Well, how do you feel? And Colt is like, it's a pretty cool answer. He's just like, yeah, to be honest, I like you. I want to spend more time with you. Very laid back, not too aggressive.
It was perfect.
It was, especially after sitting there and saying, look, Usman's over here getting pissed at me because I'm spending time with you. But yeah, cool. I like you. I want to get to know you. There's the game. There it is.
Yeah. And I think she's starting to think, he might have some potential.
She says that. She is going right into his hands. She's like putty, man. He's got her.
Yeah. And she don't give a shit how he dances, how bad.
I mean, she was fine with Humpty Dumpty Jack in the Box misfit.
She
toy.
was.
She wants to go put a few of his screws back in. Oh my gosh. She is ready to do the Humpty Dumpty. Oh my God. He's going to crack her. Yeah, go Cole. And then the mystery bug comes in and ruins their date. So
what was it Chantel said? They were like Jurassic. These things are huge.
They're Jurassic. They look like dogs. They're flying. They're cockroaches. They're cicadas. All right. So
they're everywhere.
Dee thought they were cicadas.
I thought they were cicadas.
I don't think they're a cicada. Maybe a cockroach, because we do have these giant cockroaches in South Carolina that fly. We call them palmetto bugs. They're also called the American beetle, but they're gigantic and they fly and they're everywhere. It doesn't matter if you have pest control. Like, they're going to creep up every once in a while. Every once in a while, everyone's going to see a palmetto bug somewhere.
But yeah, when I first moved down here, I was terrified the first time I saw one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them. And I mean, it's like maybe once a year you'll see one crawling around. But anyway, they're palmetto bugs. They're there. So I was thinking maybe that, but that one scene where somebody has trapped the dog thing in a cup, and it's kind of standing up, my Animal Crossing kicked in. I am like the Animal Crossing. I have been playing since it came out in March of 2020. And to me, I saw that bug. I was like, that is a stag. That is a stag beetle. I catch those on palm trees, on the islands. It's a stag beetle, 100%. Googled it. Yes, there are stag beetles in Mexico. I solved it. I solved the bug, Colt.
We know what it is now.
Stag beetle, which, yeah, Colt doesn't want to leave stags. So come on, let me save you, Courtney. Let me save you from the stag beetle. So everybody has to go to their rooms to hide from the cockroaches. And Jen goes with Cole back to her room.
Surprise, surprise.
And the moves look very familiar.
Yes, they do.
She is pulling the same moves on Cole that we saw her pull with Rob. She is sitting in his lap, kissing him, like kind of straddling him, getting naked. And then my favorite part, which you pointed out to me, go ahead.
Fucking raccoon comes up to the edge of the bed.
How she's taking off his pants. There's a raccoon that walks in. That is us. That Channel Surfers, one of us were in there looking through the trash. We were like, yeah, let's watch this. Somebody give me them nuts. I mean, wow, that was so cute. And
it was. What's the odds?
Kind of creepy.
But no, seriously, I think the whole lap kissing, I mean, that just must be her go-to move, period, because that's exactly what she did with Chantel as well. She got right in Chantel's lap and was kissing her the same exact way that she was kissing these guys.
We know she's done it to Tim.
Yeah, Tim's like, I remember that move.
Man, go Jen. It's working. She is getting it in with some really good-looking guys that apparently all suck, but they're cute. Have fun.
Yeah, she's the only one getting it. They're not showing anybody else getting anything.
And sometimes they're only good for one thing. Just use them for what they're good for. Leave them in Mexico.
It looks like these girls are having trouble even getting them to ask them out on dates, for crying out loud.
And Jen's sitting there just laying them down.
She ain't even gone on them dates. She's just like, come on, come back to my room.
Go Jen. Yeah.
Even the raccoons know where to go.
What else are you there for?
I know. Exactly. That's what the whole show's about.
The bicycle, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I hope they're having.
It looked like they were.
So then we see Elise, Tiffany, Tim, and Carlo just hanging out in Tiffany's room. Tim's sitting there with his Gilligan Island hat on, eating some snacks, some like corn nuts or something. And it looks like he's not the only one that's eating snacks in that bed because there's a plate beside the bed.
That's what I would probably be doing.
Just sitting there eating my Snicky snacks. Now, then we go to Courtney and Cole. So to protect her from the stag bug, cockroach, cicada things, go back to Cole's room. He does not strip down as per usual. Courtney also is not sober enough to be standing up straight. She is falling all over his room.
She literally fell onto the floor.
And he's like, I'm not freaking her out. I don't think anything is freaking her out at this point. She's just a little bit numb from the alcohol.
Yeah, she's had a bit much the way she's rolling around.
Too much. But I mean, it seems very friendly. I don't think he's crossing boundaries.
No, they look like they're actually having fun. That he was dancing for her and stuff. So, yeah.
It wasn't like sexual or anything.
No. Well, how could it be? It's Colt. I mean, we've already established that he can't dance.
Doesn't matter. She just went back to his room. He's been with how many girls on this series? And he's tugging two more along in this episode. He's got it.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just like, there was nothing sexy about he's dancing.
She doesn't care.
Of course not.
She wants to do the Humpty Dumpty with Humpty Dumpty.
Well, not right now. They're just having fun right now.
She wants him to break her eggs. All right. So the next morning, everybody is safe from the dog-like bugs and hanging out on the beach. And Tiffany, let's play a game. Let's put my boyfriends up against each other. Carlo versus Porn Stash, aka Rocky.
Yeah, they're going to race down the beach towards her. And I believe the first one to reach her is going to get a kiss.
And you know what? Say it. I have to say it. I have not been the most liking Porn Stash. That man is fast.
He is extremely fast. He was there in no time.
And I don't even think he was pushing as hard as he could. And he's on sand. It's not like he's on this hard, flat, rubbery surface like a track. The man's doing a 100-yard sprint on sand. He was fast.
Extremely. And Carlo, you can just see in his face how hard he is trying, and he can't catch him.
He is on the struggle bus. He's got him on his back. They are pulling him back. They used to say when I was in track, the monkeys on your back from Jumanji, where the monkeys would jump on their backs and like pull them back. So, especially in like the 200 meter, when you would turn that corner, people would be like, oh, the monkeys are getting on my back. And that's where I would just pick up speed and go. Anyway, so yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed by Rocky's athleticism on the beach. Mind you, it is not easy to run on a beach.
No. And Tiffany was impressed too.
She was.
She's digging Warren Stash. She's digging him.
She still is questioning about Carlo, and I think it's time to let it go. We see Carlo talking to Colt later. Colt says, I don't want my friend to be hurt. Carlo's answer, it's not the right guy for Tiffany.
Yeah, I mean, he said he didn't normally go after people who had children, but she's just so cool that he wants to see more of her.
He wants to see where it goes. And usually he turns away from this. He's 35. If he usually turns away from this, he doesn't want this. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But he's not going to change his mind.
Yeah, but I mean, if he didn't normally go out with girls that have children or even give them a chance, this might be the first opportunity where he's been in a situation where he's gotten to know somebody that had kids first instead of knowing that they had kids and just avoiding them. It's a possibility.
There's a reason that he doesn't want to date women with kids and that he doesn't give them a chance. And he even says she has 2 prior relationships that didn't work out. When Colt says, look, she's had a bad past, he's like, yeah, it sounds like the last couple of guys. She's got 2 kids. He's not all of a sudden going to change at 35 and be okay with it. I mean, you would think that in your 30s, you realize that other people have a past and you start saying, okay, yeah, I'm not in my 20s anymore. If they don't have a past at this point, that can be a red flag too. But he's not all of a sudden going to change and make an exception for someone. I don't know. I just don't think you change people, especially in your mid-30s.
Yeah.
People aren't going to change a lot.
I see what you're saying. I'm just saying that maybe he never gave them a chance because he knew they had kids first, and now he's in a situation where he's actually got to know somebody. I understand
what you're saying, but what was it that made him not want to give them a chance because he knew they had kids?
Yeah, I don't know. I would just like to see at the end of the show.
Still not present? Whatever issue that is, he's still... It's not different. He gets to know her, but
yeah.
It doesn't mean that issue disappears. It doesn't mean she's so wonderful that all of a sudden he's changing. He has a reason for this. And he says in the last episode that it was because he wanted to be the first one to have kids with the person that he's with. And that's fine. That's fine. Not going to change because of Tiffany. He has his hangups about it. This is not for him. I get that you think she's pretty, but this is not for you. This has been a deal breaker for you. All of this time, this has been a deal breaker. It's still a deal breaker. This isn't some magical island.
So he maybe should just walk away from her then instead of
he needs to walk away from her. She needs to walk away from him. They're 2 perfectly nice people. They're just not right for each other.
Well, maybe they'll just be friends.
Yeah. I don't think they realize that they're 2 perfectly nice people and they're just not right for each other. They're like, oh, maybe this deal breaker I've had my entire life in 35 years, all of a sudden it's going to melt away. Maybe. We'll see. And I think Cole gets that. I think that's why Cole goes up to him and is like, dude, I don't want her to get hurt. This isn't your thing. I see the game. I see him kind of giving him that narrative, like, don't hurt her.
Yeah.
So
he's being very protective. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, he's warning the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of come after him with those misfit toy moves. So Colt and Usman, they're doing lats at the beach gym. Colt says he wishes it was a game room. And Dee, you pointed out that Usman is just sitting there. He's under control with those lats. He's bent down. He's got good form. Whereas Colt, he's just kind of pulling him to his chest.
Colt reminds me of myself. Like, I hate gyms. I am completely uncoordinated, and I would look exactly like him. I would probably be falling over, actually.
He says, game room, please. Let's get this into an arcade, which would so be fun.
Yeah, I just want to grab a margarita, go sit and watch everybody. Because if I'm in paradise like this place, there's no way I'm going to a beach gym. No way, no how. None.
Well, you are definitely on the Colt team, also Team Nikki, because after the little race we saw earlier where Pornstash was racing Carlo, as they're walking away and leaving to go to the beach gym, Nikki says, oh, is it too early for a margarita? And Colt steals the words out of my mouth. He says it's never too early for a margarita.
That's right. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So yeah, definitely would be fun. I would like to see the arcade games with the Mario Kart and have 3 of them lined up. But let's see, Jennifer in the middle, Cole on one side and Rob on one side. Let's see who wins that Mario Kart. I think it would be Rob.
I do too. Because I just love Rob anyway. So I'm going to say Rob.
Well, we're married to Rob. So
yeah.
But no, I mean, he brought the Switch with him. We didn't see Jen touch the Switch at all in any of these episodes. I mean, it's definitely could be edited out, but they weren't playing it on the TV either. They were playing it handheld, so it didn't look like they were both playing. So I don't even know how well she can play it. And I don't know that Cole maybe seems like the type to play Mario Kart.
No.
I mean, you can't tell, though. You can't tell, but he doesn't have any games, so I don't think he's a gamer. If we had Colt up there, though, Colt versus Rob, I think Colt would beat Rob at Mario Kart.
Maybe, but I'm still going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And now we have Nikki and Usman working out at the beach gym, which both of us saw some interesting things about their moves. With Nikki, I was really concerned about how she was flipping her wrists when she was doing those power cleans. When you do a power clean, usually you wrap your wrists up to try to keep them tight, and then you throw up the bar and jump down under it and then push up with your legs. So you're not flipping your wrist. You're pulling your arms up and jumping down under it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she is going to break her wrist. I was so nervous about that. And then Usman, he had an interesting way of doing his bicep curls.
And again, he makes it look effortless. Like he's doing it one-handed where she was doing it with both. But anyhow, he's lifting it up. And every time he, makes a muscle, he looks at her like, are you watching me? Are you watching me? Look at me. Look at me.
He's like staring straight at her, and she picks up on it too.
Yeah, she says that she loves the eye contact, but I just thought it was so funny because it's like every curl, he looks at her like, did you see that? And he's got this grin on his face. It's like he's trying to be sexy and lift the thing at the same time.
He asks her to go to Africa then, like,
right then. If he bought her a ticket, would you come?
He's like, let's see if this works. Are you coming my way? Am I charming you? Come to my country. And she says, this is the first time I've ever been out of the country, and I'm not that far. So Nikki, she's not there yet. She wait till the second date, which they're not even on the first date.
They haven't even gone on the first date yet, but he's getting ready to ask her.
And he does.
But his motives.
He's got some power moves, I'm telling you, because it worked.
It did. She totally fell for it. But his motives, I thought, at the end when he was talking, with the camera.
Yeah. Well, he said that there were 2 reasons that he asked her out. One is because she's just naturally beautiful, which she is. She's very cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's one of the extras. We haven't really seen Nikki a lot.
She likes margaritas, though.
So she's in our club.
She's in our club. And then also, maybe we'll make Tiffany a little jealous. Dude, do not play hard not Tiffany. I'm sorry, Courtney.
Courtney.
He does not need to be playing hard to get with Courtney, though. And he's done this the whole time, from the beginning where he acted like he didn't know her to now where he's flirting with someone else in front of her and asking them out.
I think this is a very big mistake. If that is part of his reasoning, I think that he's going to backpedal with Courtney really bad in this move.
Well, the issue that Courtney has had this entire time has been, he's not putting the moves on me.
He's not even asking her out. And yet here he is asking Nikki out.
Going to Africa. They talk for 30 seconds and he invites her to Africa. This is
to buy her the ticket.
Abort the mission. Abort the mission. Usman, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, he's really messing up. He's messing up big time.
He did not learn from that flirting class. He did not.
No.
Nikki might be feeling Usman because he's tall and she likes a tall guy. Now you're short. It didn't make sense to me why she said it.
I did not quite understand what she said either, because she said when she goes to concerts, she likes to be able to see. And I did not understand the reference to why having a tall guy with you made a difference when you're short.
I mean, even if the dude was like 5'7" and you were on his shoulders, you're still going to be tall.
Yeah, but she says he can wear platforms. He's still a good probably 4 or 5 inches taller than her when they're standing next to each other. I mean, he's
tall.
Yeah.
She likes that he's tall.
I thought she was saying that she normally liked tall guys.
No,
she didn't think he was tall. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, and I'm like, but so you can see at a concert? Okay. I mean, I could throw her up on my shoulders and she could probably see. Get her a little booster. Get her a little stool. She can stand on the chair.
Take a step ladder.
If you drink too much, though. I mean, either way, Usman's drinking too much. Just 2 of them tumbling down. Colt, Elise, Chantel, Tiffany, they're having a little talk. And Tiffany gets called out. Elise is not happy about these rumors going around that she's banging Rob.
Yeah, because she's not the one banging him, Jen is. But everybody is accusing her. Everybody thinks it's her.
And Tiffany comes right out and admits she heard something going on next door and she thought it was Elise and Rob having sex in the pool. But then she realized that she's next door to Jen. So she admits she's the one spreading these rumors. But she then says, but I didn't want to ask you. Okay, why not go ask Elise what happened? Because you literally did that with Tiffany in the pool, whom you just met on this trip. From first episode, you guys said this is the first time that you're meeting. Why not just go to Elise and be like, hey, did you have a good night?
Yeah.
Instead of spread rumors.
Yeah, and this is the first time that we're hearing that there's even rumors going around about Elise.
This is why I like Courtney, because when Courtney heard the stuff about Tim, she went straight to Tim.
Mm-hmm.
What is it with people not communicating with each other? You've got Tiffany doing this. Like, oh, I didn't feel like going to you. And then later on, we're going to see for a second time, Cole doing this. Can't talk straight to Jen. Has to go to another source. Like, just get over yourself and go talk to the source.
Well, there wouldn't be as much drama in the show if everybody was just talking to each other like they should be. They got to have some gossip. They got to stir the pot.
Wonder why these other relationships they've had didn't work out. Could it be communication issues?
I just can't believe we're 4 or 5 episodes in and we're really not seeing any relationships. We're just seeing Jen getting a lot.
Love takes time. Love takes time.
They're dancing.
So Colt comes in like a knight in shining armor for Elise. She is the underdog here. She feels like people are spreading rumors about her. And he's going to stand up for her. He's going to show that he's a hero. He's got his game going.
He's being the knight in shining armor for everybody in this episode.
He sees an opportunity. He's like, I'm there. I'm on it.
Uh-huh.
So Chantel, she's like, you know what? Jen is having sex. We're allowed to do that. We're here to get to know people. Give it a test drive. I made out with Jen. It was great. She definitely should be spreading the love.
She's definitely allowed to try all the flavors, Chantel says.
Eat that ice cream, girl. Eat that ice cream. Now, Joe doesn't like how she's doing it. What does he mean by that?
Oh, no. He called, Tiffany said that she thought it was shady, that Jen was acting shady because she's doing the exact same thing with both guys, with Rob and with Cole.
And I think they just have different ideas when it comes to dating. It's almost like Elise and maybe Joe and Cole have this idea that if you kiss somebody, you have claimed them and they're yours and they're not seeing anybody else, which to me is a very dangerous assumption. You aren't exclusive with someone, in my opinion, until you've had that talk, until you've gotten to know them, until you've made things official. Otherwise, you find yourself in situationships. This is how people end up in situationships, because they just assume that they're the only one without coming out and saying, look, you're what I want.
Right.
And I think Elise has probably fallen into situationships. I think Cole, for some reason, I feel like he probably gets people in situationships because he's making Jen feel guilty already. So, okay, well, she's going to kiss him and she's maybe going to stop flirting with the other people. We might start to see that because she doesn't want him to feel bad, but he hasn't committed to her.
No, only in his mind. Cole is definitely having relationships in his head, not situationships in reality.
Let's be real. If somebody else went up and started flirting hot and heavy with Cole, is he just going to ignore it and say, Jen's my girl?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm starting to get kind of worried about this dude.
I think she's the only one he's interested in that's showing him any attention. But I think if somebody else started flirting with him, I think he would flirt. I
wish somebody would, just so we could see.
Who should do it?
I think maybe May. Elise. Maybe Elise.
Ooh.
That would be very interesting.
Ooh. Elise.
Yes.
Take one for the team.
Because honestly, the second episode? I mean, Elise was very similar in behavior to Cole, just in a different way. But
same thing. It's like she's getting a little attention from Rob. If someone else started showing her attention, well, we do see it. Colt starts showing her attention. Now, mind you, at this point, Rob, she's flirting, is banging Jen, and Tiffany's hearing it, and she's becoming the butt of rumors, and she doesn't like it. So fair enough. But even if this was day 2, fair enough. Although, I don't know, her self-esteem might be crushed right now. So why not give Colt a try?
I thought it was a pity acceptance. There's a lot of that going on.
Absolutely. Now, Tiffany, this is so confusing because she seems to have the same opinion that Rob is just a fuckboy, and instead of going for the guy who's like clearly all about you, you're going to go for the guy who's been a fuckboy since night 1. Whilst at the same time, Tiffany has 2 boyfriends. I fail to see the difference here.
I think she actually referred to Jen as having hoe activity.
You just had 2 guys running on the beach to kiss you. You are seeing 2 different guys too. You're just caught teasing them. I don't know. I don't see the difference here. Why are we shaming Rob and Jennifer when you're dating multiple people? That's why we're here.
I think that there's an assumption that, and from the clips, we would think so, that Jen has slept with both of these guys. So, or at least at this point, they think that she slept with Rob at least. And she's just
morality police.
And yeah. I don't know. I'm just assuming that they think that's worse than stringing 2 of them along.
It's because Tiffany's a saint. She's doing the same thing. So I did not get that judgment. Sure. And Rob, Elise got drunk and just went after his face. He was just sitting back and she's eating his face off. He wasn't the one going in for that.
No, I have to say, I have not seen it. I have not seen the bad stuff that makes them say these things about him in any of the episodes so far.
I have a feeling, we got to go back and watch his season.
I know, we
because
say that every time we watch this.
horrible. He is probably like Colt level horrible. But anyway, yeah. I did see Jennifer's season though. Didn't hate her, but I really don't like what she did to Tim here.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's doing it just to have some drama because she's become irrelevant. Cole didn't even realize she had been on the show before. It's been a long time. I've been watching the show a long time.
Well, she's getting a lot of the attention now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think she wants back in. She wants back into this world. She actually had dated another guy from 90 Day Fiancé who looks like the attorney that used to work with us. And he used to say that, Johnny, with us. And he used to say that he looked like this guy, Jesse, from 90 Day Fiancé. He watched it with his wife, and he did. He also kind of looks like Spencer Pratt. But every time I see Jesse, I think about Johnny. She dated him, though. I'll have to show you a picture.
Okay.
So, yeah, we just took a little break, and Dee was like, yeah, that looks just like Johnny.
He did. And Spencer Pratt.
He used to love to come in and talk 90 Day Fiancé with me. He was so cool. We love you, Johnny. Anyway, Elise wants to tell Cole. Why?
Well, I think she wants to get Jen in some trouble because Jen's got Rob's attention too, and she was all about Rob.
Absolutely. That's it. That's it.
Exactly.
Because it's none of Cole's business.
No,
he's not her boyfriend. She's not cheating on him.
Right, but the group collectively agrees that Cole should know. And who comes walking down the beach at that time?
I think I missed that part.
So they sit Cole down and they tell him.
That's right. And Cole walks right up to everybody that is doing the same thing but ready to protect him. Elise, he said, you're getting played.
Getting played bad.
Getting played by Jen. And Tiffany and Carlo, they just start ratting out Rob that they heard sex noises. They are just throwing them under the bus.
Yeah, they think he's just a nice guy. He doesn't deserve this, and he needs to know what's going on behind his back.
And Colt saying she's a snake. She's a scumbag. She is using guys. I'm sorry, excuse me. Colt, who has game going right now for Courtney, has game going right now for Elise, and who has dated, married, gotten engaged to how many different women in this series? And Jen is using men?
This group is like on a warpath for Jen. I do not understand what's going on right now.
They're just mad that she's getting it in and they aren't.
This is ridiculous. I mean, and it's just going to get worse.
I mean, it's been a while, and I know you haven't seen this, but from what I remember, Colt, his first person, the person that got him on the show was Larissa, and he cheated on her with Vanessa and then married Vanessa. This person isn't... There's no moral high ground here, Colt. Like, that's completely different than sleeping with a couple of guys that you're talking to.
There's no relationship here where somebody is getting cheated on.
There's no commitment here. You were married. Okay, but yeah, Cole, watch out. Now, Cole isn't buying this. Cole says he believes Jen, but his actions don't really say that. What they say is, I have communication problems. And we're about to go into what Cole's solution to all of this is. But first, the editing wants to take us to Chantel and Joe. So Joe, he's trying to play it cool. He goes up and he says, I get this feeling that you're feeling me. So where's your head at?
He's really smooth, I just have to say.
This reminded me of like a Pretty Woman situation because he says, yes. Set up a date for us. I will let you know where and when, and I'll tell you what to wear. Although I don't know if he's going to like pick out her dress and send it to her, or if he's just like, okay, dress like athletically or wear something nice. I don't know exactly what he means.
That's what I was thinking when he said it, was just to let her know like what kind of place they might be going to give her like formal, athletic, like you said, something like that. He was good.
My first thought is like he's sending her a dress.
Yeah.
But, he's like, I'm not like most 25-year-olds, which he probably is. He's still going to be lacking some life experience. But, you just got to see. You just got to get to know him.
I don't know. He lit her face up. I mean, he was so confident in the way he did it. And I mean, she was just smiling from ear to ear. She was loving it.
She was. So we'll see. I think that will be fun. And I'm sure that's going to be next week. But now we get to the real big part of this episode. The drama that no one deserves, but we're getting the drama that shouldn't even be there. Rob versus Cole.
Cole is so stupid. Like, he is about to do the dumbest thing any person could do.
Go look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then decide if it's a good idea. He goes and knocks on Rob's door in the morning. Knock, 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 knock. Hey, Rob, I bet you can guess why I'm here. Oh, okay. This is great communication. Is this 20 questions waking him up? Like, what's happening?
I don't know. Dumbass. Dumbass shouldn't even be there.
Let me guess why you're here. Because you can't go talk to Jen.
Huh?
And that's exactly why he's there. Because he can't talk about this. He can't even talk about this with Rob. He's making Rob guess why he's there.
It was so awkward.
Are any guesses as to why I'm here? Like, he doesn't even come out and say it. He's like, you say it. Dude, you're the one that wants to talk. Spit it out.
I can't help it. I was like laughing through most of it. And Rob's responses were exactly what I would have been saying.
Why is this dude coming to my house this early in the morning? He needs to chill out. He needs to simmer down. Yeah, he does. And Rob goes, I don't know why you feel like there's anything that needs to be said. I don't have anything to say to you. I'm not dating you. I haven't done anything to you. We're all here to date each other. That's what I'm doing. So what? Did you not get that memo? Did you not understand what show we're on or how this works? I mean, maybe you could talk to producers about that. Not me. Don't wake me up and talk to me about that. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah. No, Rob, you're disrespecting him. You're disrespecting him.
No. First, you're a smart guy. Okay, well, you're not. You're not Cole. You say that Rob's a smart guy, and this is dumb. What you're doing is dumb.
I'm surprised that Rob's even tolerating this conversation, honestly. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm shocked. Like, are you really here having this conversation with me? What's happening?
Like, I'm not dating your wife or your girlfriend, dude.
We're all dating each other. We are getting to know each other. We are hunting for love. And as far as I know, like, you haven't committed to her. And if you have, you need to go have that conversation with her.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. I mean, it is just mind-blowing.
And he said, Cole said that he told Jen, I don't care who you want to date. Just be open about it. What does that even mean? Because it really, really seems like you care right now.
It really, really sounds like he thinks it's a relationship that's committed and not what it is.
Don't care who you date. Just be open about it. Sounds like you care. Sounds like you care a lot.
Yeah. He's in his head completely. This whole show is in this guy's head. He should have never done a show like this.
And you're right. I don't get why he thinks that Rob is being disrespectful, which Rob says too. I'm sorry, Rob has nobody has any commitment to you. You are literally on the show to date everybody and get to know them and figure out who's right, not to like mark your territory on day whatever. This is just all so strange.
Yeah. Rob doesn't need to go to him about anything.
Doesn't.
It's ridiculous.
John doesn't need to go to him about anything. He's like, just be open about it. So so you need to know every intimate detail of what she's doing. I wouldn't think that would be open. I think being open is what she's done, which is saying, hey, I'm also seeing Rob, which he knows. He says, I know that you're seeing him. I don't you want her to like tell you how she gave him head? Like what?
Like what? Yeah,
doing it with you and you're not committed to her. Do you think she should be telling Rob your business? Or are you telling Rob your business? Are you sitting there telling Rob that you hooked up with Jen last night? No.
No. And Rob's not asking. He don't care. He don't care.
Rob's like, look, she did it with me. She probably will be doing it with you. She's trying to figure out what she likes.
What flavor she wants.
Yeah, you're not even telling him that you hooked up with her. So, dude.
I don't know, but it's good TV.
Over yourself, Cole. Get over yourself.
It's good drama.
And he's like venting to Rob about Jen. He's seen her too. He could definitely go and like tell her all of this, like how you're saying you told her to talk to you, and that's a simple request. She told you she's dating Rob. If I were Rob, I would be like, Jen, get this other guy you're seeing out of my face.
If I was Rob, I'd be telling him to get out of my face.
And then I would go tell Jen, this guy came to my room. I mean, she has seen him do this with Tim. How did you not think this was going to happen again?
Oh my gosh.
You knew. Anyway, then Cole becomes such an ass. He's like, I think you're here trying to heal from your divorce. What the heck? Rob, you have no business talking to Rob about what he's doing. He didn't ask your opinion. You came and asked him what was going on, and you're going to sit here and insult him.
Well, the look on Rob's face was, are you serious? Like,
you look genuinely shocked. Like, is this happening?
Like, yeah.
Who are you? What's happening here?
And why do you think you can talk to me about this?
Why do you think my life is any of your business? Kind of like Elise. It was none of your business to tell Cole, but yeah, Cole and Elise.
2 peas in a pod.
Guys, come on, just get it in. Just get it in.
2 peas in a pod.
And Rob says, you know, there's rumors that I hooked up with Jen. There's rumors that I hooked up with everybody. You know what? Rob does not have to tell anybody what he's doing with Jen. He owes nothing at all to Cole. Even if Cole was dating Jen, Jen is the one that owes it to him. Now, I think he would be right if there was something there. Yeah, like, dude, this happened. But Jen doesn't owe him anything either. I don't know. I am just, Cole, you are evicted. You're evicted from the island. We are kicking you off.
Please, before you hurt yourself, just go.
Gosh, poor Rob.
He can handle it.
He shouldn't have to.
He shouldn't. He handled it very well, by the way.
And even if he's lying, if they've hooked up the first night, that's his business.
No one's entitled to that information on the island.
He doesn't need to kiss and tell. So, yeah. So the dating coaches have a fun little social media game. I hope that we continue it next week because we only got to see like 2 people.
Yeah, I agree. But it looked fun.
It looked fun. So we start with Tim, and Tim, it's like social media. It's for the young people. He's like, oh no. And he says he's not worried about it because his scandalous stuff's on MySpace. What a throwback. Tim and I are about the same age. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. So we've got pictures of Tim drumming. He's got his, what I call Cam Newton outfit. So Cam Newton was quarterback for the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte, where Tim lives. And he is so handsome. Oh my gosh, Cam Newton. My married name would be Newton. If I took my husband's last name, I would be Lauren Newton. I actually have a Cam Newton shirt that says Newton on the back, #1. But yes, Cammy Cam. Anyway, very cute. But he's got little Cam Newton outfits on. And he's got a picture with his ex-fiance. Most of these people have a problem with that. To me, I'm like, he's old. He probably doesn't even think twice about it.
I thought it was weird, but I think a lot of people find that as a red flag, like they were saying.
See, I don't know. And it may be different because Rob and I were friends. Like, we were definitely aware of each other's past because it was happening in our presence because we were friends before we dated for like 5 years. And he still is friends with some of his exes. He still has pictures of him and some of his exes. I still have pictures of, I have like photo albums that have pictures of me and Rob hanging out, me and my husband, and then pictures of me and the guy I was dating at the time. So like,
well, I think the photo albums might be a little bit different than social media because it's so easy to delete it off of the social media.
No, I'm talking like photo albums on my social media.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I mean, that's how we made pictures and we kept pictures and whatever. You know what? He knows I have a past. One of my boyfriends dumped me on Rob's birthday and I called him and I was so upset. I was like, oh my gosh, Rob, like, I was actually driving home from the guy who I'm married to, but at the time, my friend, I was driving home from his birthday party and the guy I was dating texted me and dumped me. And I called Rob and I was like, I don't want to ruin your birthday, but I just got dumped. And he was so excited. He was dating this girl and things had been going great. And he was like, I think she might move in with me. And I was like, don't move too fast. Don't make the mistakes I made. Anyway, and then, yeah, they moved in together and it did not turn out well. It was very sad. I mean, it all ended up fine in the end. But
Right.
anyway,
The women in this group find it odd and they think it's a red flag that he still has that on there.
I mean, Tim, he's talking about MySpace. I don't know. I think he's just throwing pictures up. He's not even looking through his old albums. And he's friends with another ex-fiance, Vanessa, which you don't watch this show, but he was engaged to Vanessa and her daughter, like he basically raised that as her daughter as his daughter, and they're still really good friends. So I think this guy, he's just a friendly guy and he leaves things in good standing.
Well, I think women would be probably more prone to go through their pictures and delete pics when they break up with someone more so than men. I just don't think guys even think to go through their stuff and delete it. Their mentality is probably it's there.
Now, most of my pictures with my exes are gone. The ex that I do have pictures with, we were friends. So I'm like, okay, like we were friends before we dated also. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have a ton of pictures. And the same thing with Rob, the friend that he is also his ex. They were friends before they dated. So,
Right.
And Rob and I were friends before we dated. So I don't know. I guess we like to date some of our friends. Most of my friends are platonic. In fact, my friend that told Rob and I to date forever, I was like, no, I can't. He's my friend. No. And then Rob kissed me one day. I was like, oh, we're doing this now. This was so long ago. Anyway, I digress. I don't know. Tim's old. I don't think he's thinking about it. He probably never even puts relationship statuses up. He's probably just like, whatever.
I would agree with
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think they think about stuff like that, really. Not as much as girls do.
No, it's on MySpace. He doesn't know. So, yeah, I don't know that it's a red flag. I just think he's not.
Right. But the coaches in this are saying that you can learn a lot about somebody by looking at the social media. And what do we learn about Tim by looking at his pictures? And they were saying that they can tell that he cares about fashion, his skin.
Well, we know he cares about fashion because he's dressing the same way here. We know he cares about his skin because if you go back to the very first season with him and Jennifer, he's got these little golden eye patches that he wears under his eyes. And actually, I got those for Rebecca for a Christmas present because she loves 90 days. So I got her these 90-day stickers, my friend Rebecca, and then I got her the golden eye patches like Tim. Jennifer knew that. She knew that because she was doing the golden eye patches with him. So I don't know why she's saying he's fake because that's exactly who he is.
Yeah, she was saying he was a poser, but honestly, I think that his social media is pretty consistent with what we've seen of him on the show.
And that light mask he has. Okay, Dee and I have that, but we have it in a wand. That light wand that we have, that we use, that's the mask. You just put it on and it does your whole face. Same thing. That's what he's got.
I love my wand.
I do too. I was using it this weekend. It was so fun. So it's like this little UV light. Anyway, maybe it's not UV. We got it on Amazon. It's amazing. And the mask, yes, I should up my game and get the mask. I love it, Tim. It's great. And next, we have Rob.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think, Dee?
I thought his Facebook looked like he was a model.
He has beautiful eyes.
He's beautiful, period.
He is
It was just one gorgeous, hunky picture after another.
And Tim is man enough to be like, yeah, like if I was him, I'd be doing the same thing. He's like, I would be a social media guy if I was Rob.
Yeah, he was like, if I looked like him, my Facebook would look just like that.
I would be on the Facebook, on the Instagrams or whatever it is. And, oh, man.
Rob looks like he doesn't take a bad picture. That's all I got to say.
He's very photogenic. Now, I think next week we're going to have some problems arising with Cole, because his face when Jen says, yeah, like that's great, but it doesn't show his awesome personality too.
Yes.
He looked like die. Okay, you know what? You told her to be honest with you. You know she's also seeing Rob. She's talking about how she finds him attractive, which you already know. Why are you giving her the dialogue? Like, you know this. You asked to know this. You are mad and going to Rob's room because you want to know this.
Yeah.
This guy is, he's a lunatic. Oh my gosh. And it is so embarrassing that when they get there, Colt is sitting there saying, Cole, come sit down next to Jen. That makes Cole look even more pathetic. Like, you have to have these guys that you're going and talking all this shit to sit you beside the girl because you don't have the balls to just go sit beside her in the first place.
After Colt was just talking so much shit about her too. She preys on men. She's horrible, you know. So you're just going to help your buddy out. Let's park you next to her.
And then let's go be a hero and stand up for Elise and fight with Jen and Rob about whether or not they had sex.
All hell broke loose at the end of this show.
And you know what? Just like Cole, it is none of Colt's business what happened with Rob.
Colt literally said I want to know. I want you to tell me. I could not believe it. He was so mad.
But see, where Cole, this is messing up his game, or maybe it's not because apparently Jen likes jealous guys. He's trying to date Jen, and it already messed things up when he did this with Tim. He's now doing this with Rob. With Colt, he's trying to impress and be chivalrous and stand up for Elise. So, like, his game, he's a gamer. He knows what he's doing. He's sitting there and using them as pawns. If this is a chessboard, then Rob and Jennifer and Cole are pawns in Colt's little game.
Well,
so
yeah, because
sit there and stand up for his queen, Elise.
Yeah, he just started a whole shit show. A whole shit show is about
he
to
is
go
having
down.
the pawns attack each other so that his queen is safe. Amazing. Bravo. Manipulative master gamer. He's a master gamer. Gamer. I'm sure he does all of it. Anyway, that's that episode. I am not watching the next week ons. I want to be surprised when we get there next week. But yeah, so Cole is a scumbag. Colt is a master gamer. Jen is doing her thing and getting slut shamed. Tiffany and a bunch of the other ones are just very hypocritical. They're all
I saw a side to Tiffany this episode that I had not seen before. I was really surprised how hard she was being on Jen.
I mean, you're doing it too, girl. You've got your boyfriends racing against each other on the beach, honey. You're just not getting the hookup with them. And you know what? Just like Jen, neither of them might be right for you, and you're still trying to choose between them. So, I don't know.
And then Rob, well, he's just looking pretty. He's just still looking pretty.
Still looking pretty. Wow. And Courtney is fallen for Colt.
I think so too. I hope he gets up the nerve to ask her out and them go.
Oh, he took her back to his room.
It should be interesting. I can't wait for next week's episode.
I'm excited. Well, thank you, Channel Surfers, for tuning in. Sorry that this was a little late because all the diabetes stuff was a little too sweet, but we will see you on Saturday with our True Crime Saturday. And sometime this week, we will be dropping the Poop Cruise. Tomorrow, Dee and I have some meetings, so I don't know that we will be getting it done tomorrow. We might be able to do it in the afternoon, though. But we've already watched it. We're ready to record. We've got to still do our law work.
We have to do the real work.
Do the real work. So maybe tomorrow after our meeting, we will get that recorded, but we'll have it out by the end of the week. And then Saturday, True Crime. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go like our TikTok and our YouTube and our Instagram and come on over to the Facebook. Remember, we are doing the Sweeten Your Summer. So for everyone who leaves that 5-star review with a comment on Apple Podcast, you're going to be entered into that $50 drawing, which we'll draw on September 1st. And then for everybody in the Facebook group that's in there now and who joins before September 1st, you're going to be entered into the other $50 drawing. Because you guys are giving us a chance, we want to give you a chance. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, Channel Surfers. Bye.
Let's ride.